So listen, my biggest goal in this conversation with you guys today is that I want you guys to understand one thing. You have a lottery ticket in your hand right now. And you're going to determine the value of that lottery ticket. You're going to determine the value of that lottery ticket every day you wake up. It's completely in your control. And the other thing I want you to realize is that this product and you and you and you are going to change the world. Steve Jobs said that if you're crazy enough to think you could change the world, you will. And David Schmidt wants to change the world. He wants to change the world. And I think we have exactly what it's going to take to do that. So when I get off this stage today, I want you to know you have a lottery ticket and you could change the world. It's completely up to you. How big is your role going to be in that? Just because you're just a manager or a director, it's completely up to you. I stand here because I made a decision. It's that simple. You just have to make a decision. Now, what I want to teach you guys today is very, very simple. One, the most successful companies in the world have one thing in common. It's training. Keller Williams is the biggest real estate agency in the entire world, and they've never spent $1 on marketing. Not $1, because they train their agents when they come in. The Four Seasons Hotel. Anybody ever stay at the Four Seasons? Best hotel brand in the world. You know why? Training. The Ritz-Carlton, the second best hotel chain in the world. You know why they're the best? Training. We have a system, you guys, that you could plug into. The one thing that's broke in direct sales, network marketing, multi-level marketing, the one thing that is broke is training. Most people talk to the most amount of people the first 90 days in their business. When do you suck the most? The first 90 days of the business. And then after 90 days, you're like, you know what? This is not working. Because you don't know how to talk about the business. And then guess what? You're 90 days in, you're bringing people in, then you're bringing people in, then you're bringing people in, then you're bringing people in. You all suck. Because there's no system. What's here? We have a system. We have a system we can plug into immediately. So your level 15 generation needs to come into the same system. But you got to communicate with everyone. You got to bring everyone in the system so everyone has that same success. If you're not plugging into the system, you're never going to have success. Steve and Gina have worked tirelessly. You know why? They've been doing this for 45 years. 36. I was off a few years. 36 years. You want to do it your way, or you want to do it their way? I'm just saying, 2 years, they're at the top of the company. 2 years sounds like a long time. To be making what they're making in 2 years, there's no business in the world that you can start and make that kind of money. So train, get your people to train, let them know how important it is. Second thing that's really, really important in this business is you have to know exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. Not kind of what I want, but you got to have a crystal clear vision. I did this on the training call, you guys. We have a magic wand in our hand right now. It's called Lifewave. And I want you guys to close your eyes with me for a second. I want you guys to think of a couple things. And I'm going to come out in the audience. The first thing I want you to think about is, how much money do you want to make every single month that would make you feel like you're living the life of your dreams? You could drive the car you want. You can live in the house you want. You could put your kids in whatever private school or homeschool that you want. You could travel the world. What would that be? What is that number? What is that exact number?
40,000.
A month? Oh, that's a week. Sorry. Better give it 200. So 40,000 is $160,000. Okay?
50,000.
50,000 a month?
Yes.
50,000 a month. Now, the next thing I want to ask you is this. The gentleman that opened up said $1.6 million is the recommended amount to have in your bank account. Does anybody know how much that would pay you a month if you just had it in a 5% return investment? Does anybody know? $80,000 a year is $6,500 a month. I've been in this business 7 weeks and I'm making more than that. So is that what you want to live off of for the rest of your life? So the next number I'm going to ask you is, how much money do you want to have in your bank account? I don't see a time up here. Oh, there it is. I got to hurry. How much money do you want to have in your bank account? Next thing I want you to do is, I want you to think about, what does your dream life look like? Exactly. Now, this is the thing. If you have a dream with no plan, you have a nightmare that you're going to have every single night. When you're going to do something, you tell everyone. You tell your kids, you tell your wife, you tell your best friend, you tell your neighbors, you tell everyone what you're going to do. This is what I'm going to do with this business. Last night, when I met David for the first time on stage, he gave me my award. You know what I said to him? You guys heard me talking to him. I said, I'm going to help you change the world. Watch. I promise. Because when you tell people you're going to do something, you're committed. And now you have an accountability partner. Because David's not going to forget what I told him. And if I don't live into that, I lose all respect. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, I'm going to tell you how to share this business in the next 2 minutes. This is how I do it. I ask people how they feel. Now, one of two things is going to happen. They're going to tell me they're tired. They're going to tell me they don't have energy. They're going to tell me they don't feel that good. Or they're going to tell me they feel great. And the next thing that's going to happen is they're going to ask me how I feel. And then I'm going to tell them, I've never felt better. But if they tell me they're tired, I'm going to say, you're tired? Like, what, you're not getting enough rest? What's going on? Oh, man, I'm just working crazy. And then I'm just like, have you ever heard of this thing? What is that? Wait. Are you serious? Where have you been? This thing has changed my life. I have more energy, more mental clarity. I have no pain in my body. I feel better than I've ever felt in my entire life. I cannot believe you've never heard of this thing. And because I don't have time, I'm not going to share the testimonials that I share, because it takes me about a minute to share a little boy that was eating through a feeding tube, and 3 days after he put the patch on, he ate food for the first time in his life. And they're like, how do I get it? Oh my God, it's so simple. You can get it one of three ways. You could buy it retail for $150 a month, but nobody does that. Or you could buy it wholesale with an auto ship for $99 a month. Or you could share it like I'm sharing it and make a business out of it. Which one sounds best to you? Because things are about choices, you guys, in life. I meet people where they are, not where I want them to be. Because I just want you in my orbit. If you just want to be a customer, cool. Because I'm going to follow up with you and be like, how's the patch doing? Oh my God, I feel amazing. You want to get it for free? You want to make money off of it? So I don't want to force them in. So 22 seconds. Wow, it's a short amount of time. So I'm gonna leave you with this. The most important thing you guys can do in this business is discipline. There's two really big pains in your life, discipline and regret. Discipline is hard, regret's heavy. If Steve and Gina can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't have the regret in your life. My two takeaways from this event was from the couple from Dubai. It's our social responsibility to share this patch. And my second takeaway is David Schmidt is the freaking Steve Jobs of wellness. Do not miss this opportunity. Do not miss this opportunity, you guys, because other people are going to take it. I'm going to take it. Are you going to come with me or not? So listen, one thing before I leave, I just want to do one thing, because this is what I want to do. This room right here, what I see is that we make a crater in this universe. A crater, not a dent, a crater. And what I want to do is do it with you. So I'm going to go on my social media right now, and I want you guys to chant louder than you've ever chanted in your entire life, with all of the authenticity and conviction that you've ever had in your entire life. That we're going to, let's make a crater. I want you guys to stand up in your seats, and I want you guys on the count of 3, louder than you've ever said anything in your life. Let's make a crater. On the count of 3, louder than you've ever been in your entire life. Let's make a crater. Let's make a crater. Let's make a crater. Let's make a crater. I love all